Hello everyone, I'm Tina with Gems, Paper, Scissors. Tonight I am joining a group of delightful women in doing our Close to My Heart Twisted Sisters video hop. This round we are using our new and improved May-June 2020 product guide. And this round I am choosing to use our new Aurora paper cardstock, and I've got some notes just because every time I start a new book I go through and look at the paper packs and look at what I think was intended and then some optional ideas. And this particular paper pack just really screamed camping and exploring, and I'll probably use a bunch of that for the quote intended purpose, but part of the Twisted Sister Hop challenge involves using the cardstock in a different way. So I'm going to make a mini album using the Aurora paper, and it's going to turn out something like this. I call it my 6-fold shutter mini album. And what prompted it is I have a friend, like many, that has a senior graduating from high school, and they're not going to be walking the stage anytime soon. We don't know if and when that will actually happen. And so I'm going to go through and make this mini album, send it to my friend whose son is getting ready to graduate, and his school colors happen to be a dark green and a dark blue. And with everything that's going on, I decided to use the Aurora card making kit to do some cutouts of the world. And I've just been really having the song "The Sky's the Limit" going through my mind as her youngest son is getting ready to go on this grand adventure. And so that's going to be the theme of his graduation book. And I don't know, I'm not going to totally decorate it tonight. I'm going to leave some spaces that are going to be open for her to add graduation cap, or maybe a spot for his tassel because he did pick up his cap and gown, or maybe have some photos and ephemera from his growing up to this launch point. I don't know. So I'm just kind of running with a loose idea. And if you want to have the cut file and folds and the detailed instructions, I will be doing a very in-depth class online. You can learn more about that from my newsletter that will come out on this coming Wednesday. So I went through and labeled each of my folded pieces and cut pieces based off of what piece it is, so I can pretty much cruise through this in a fairly straight through method. So first thing that I did was I cut my pieces and folded into my accordion shape. Then the next step is I'm going to attach my A piece to my D piece so that it will open smoothly to create the cover. So, and then that'll be part of the base. So I just used an awful lot of tape runner and adhesive on this. So And there's an awful lot of duplicating. You notice I put a ton of tape runner on this. And I just want to line it up so that it will fold smooth and true. Just like that. And I have my dark green so that the same shade is lining up on both sides. And so there's one. And then I'll do the other side, which is the piece B and E. And again, I'm going to line up my colors so that they pair up nicely. Just like so. Lots and lots of tape runners. Now, there are times when I make this mini album and I use magnets for my closures. This time I am going to set it to open and secure with ribbon for the ties. My printed PDF file that is part of the class will include instructions for either method. And so that should help out for your options. Then I'm going to attach F to the center inside panel of J. And again, this has been scored already. And I decided that I want this particular album to have many spots for journaling and photos. And so this is going to be one insert. And I'm going to run with the darker as being my matting in this particular layout. But again, you can run with any color combination that you want. I'm just really enjoying the sky is the limit with the nautical background with their mascot is the Chiefs, and so we have the arrows on one side and the sky on the other. Again, it's just really working for me with this theme for his graduation memoir type book. So again, here's another open up panel for more photos and more ephemera. And there really isn't a direction that you have to have the insides open. We'll definitely have that set how it feels most comfortable once it goes into the primary completed mini album. Just center that up, close it off, and attach that. And then these are going to go on the inside of the album. I think I'm going to put this one on this side. And I'll have a little bit of the dark green boundaries for that. And it'll close nice. It gets to be a fairly thick album by the time it's all said and done, but it's quite enjoyable. And each section of this mini album is similar on both directions. So when you do one, you can pretty much consistently do the other side. So again, we've got 2 pages running, and typically I would have magnets here and here so that there's one hiding and then one in part of like a ribbon or a stamped image there. And because I'm not sure how my friend's going to really use this, I'm not doing a lot of stamping because I'm not sure what will actually work out the way she would prefer it to be. So the next part is to attach this strange L-shaped, great big huge T. And I'm going to attach it where it overhangs on this piece. And I've got my pattern directional, so it stays together and lays out quite nicely. And again, lots and lots and lots of adhesive because this is going to be opened and closed probably quite a bit, and I want this to have a good long life before the paper and adhesive starts to wear. Okay, then this can open, and I'm going to attach the H and the N after. I went on ahead and printed on my printer the harmony, the main lyrics to the song, which is "The sky is the limit, and you know that you just keep on pressing on. The sky is the limit, and you know that you can have what you want, be what you want." And I think every young adult could use that reminder as they graduate out of high school and start looking to their future. So I really liked that theme. Their colors again are the dark green, dark blue, and a gold. So I'm using the evergreen and sapphire and canary colors. There's that. Then my H to my N. And this is going to be another mini album kind of a sort. I've got the arrows going side to side this time instead of up and down. I wanted to just mix things up a little. And inside of this is another piece of sapphire. Nice spot for journaling. Then I'm going to attach this straight into this section of the book. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I have some variants every time I make this particular mini album, so I just like how it plays out when I do. So I'm going to scooch it really close and let that open. Encourage my friend to get some souvenirs from his high school graduation. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So because we're kind of, again, doing this mirrored image kind of a flow. And I'm going to have the arrows pointing towards each other on this panel. I think it'll have a lot of fun and dimension. That just helps this be a much more fun layout with all of the darker colors. Then I'm going to attach these two halves to my base. And I'm going to keep it so that it's about even on that base. It's such a big platform. But when I put all of this down, it will lay nice and flush. Going to line up my corners and roll it on, just like so. I'll do the same to the other side. Again, I'm going to just roll it on until the base is nice and flush. And press it down. And voila. Finally, I have some extra panels just to fill things out. I'm running with that sapphire and green still that is intrinsic to their school colors. And as you can see, as this is taking shape, all of this coordinates nicely without having that I have to go camping, I have to do an outdoorsy Alaskan themed project. And this can actually expand further out, just like that, because I'm going to actually put a decorative panel on the very center so you hide the seam of the connectivity. Just like so. And I really enjoy adding just a little bit of continuing flow in this particular project. And you can add, again, ephemera, souvenirs, small pictures, little titles and journals. In this case, I'm just going to add some extra decorative panels. So, just like so. There's one. And again, more decorative panels to the other side. That's all there is to it. I've left lots of options for my friends, family to have fun with, while making something that's very appropriate for a young man's graduation. I have cut, and I'm going to allow her to determine how it's put together, but this will be the little fastener. And I stamped 2 different banners for her to choose from to attach to the cover, and I'll give her an example of this. So she can choose to continue with "The Sky is the Limit," which is from our previous catalogs stamp set, the Dreams Take Flight stamp set, which is still available online only. It is C1831. Or I've also included the Go Forth and Conquer. So it depends on what she feels her son will enjoy and encompass the most. And that is from our current Aurora card making set. And the fun part about this is this stamp is straight. It has no curves, but I wanted it to curve for this banner. And so on my acrylic block, I just went on ahead and mounted it with that curve. And so with it being flexible, I have a lot of options. I've turned a circular wreath into a heart shape for a card earlier this week. And so this is just one alternate idea that you can twist around and noodle for a project using our latest and greatest paper pack. I think it's my favorite, although I really like both this round. Have a great day. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, and hop on over to Katy Weeks, the next person in our hop. I am including in the description several links, including links to the fellow hoppers and a link to sign up for my newsletter to learn more about the detailed online class on how to make the Shutter mini album. Have a great day.